soak it. So it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex. Ready to rumble. Ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
The volleyball season is getting to the midway point as we welcome you into Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight for our WDA volleyball matchup tonight on a Tuesday night from Carl Gard in Bismarck. It's the Bismarck Demons taking on the visiting Minot Majets. Hi again, volleyball fans, alongside Mackenzie Quintus, Todd Domries, welcoming you to our PSP Network broadcast booth. Minot comes in 6-9 overall, 3-5 in WDA play. Bismarck High 10-7 overall, 7-3 in WDA play. And Mackenzie, we've got a chance to see both these teams play throughout the season. And I think if we talk to Brianna Klein and Jesse Gortz and their head coaches, they'd probably say, there's been some good, but there's also been some kind of up and down play that they need to try to rectify here as we're midway through the season.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. They both have had probably some good nights and probably some nights they'd rather forget.
Yeah, exactly. As these two teams, it's the first time they've matched up this season. Bismarck High and Minot, I would say, still looking for that signature win, as the Demons were still receiving votes in that last Class A girls volleyball poll. And West Fargo leads it, Century number 2, North number 3, Jamestown 4, Legacy 5, and then Fargo South, West Fargo, and Bismarck High receiving votes in that most recent Class A girls volleyball poll. So these two teams, in one respect, they're very similar. They both have hardly any seniors.
Yeah.
So it is primarily underclassmen, and that is usually not a good way to compete in the WDA.
Yeah, I mean, the WDA is so strong. There's so many good teams and so many teams that have a lot of varsity experience. And when you've got younger girls coming in that don't have that experience yet, that's what they're doing. They're gaining it.
Yeah, and you know, we talked a little bit about Minot and the 6-2 offense that they've kind of been implementing. They experimented with it for a while. They went away from it for a while, and now they're back to it again based on their most recent box scores with Falcon and Duffner kind of splitting those setting duties. And like we talked about last time, that's almost a luxury, right? You're kind of developing depth and experience kind of along the way.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I mean, especially with Duffner only being a freshman, for her to, set underneath Falcon, who can, give her pointers as she's getting that varsity experience, I think that is, it's got to be exciting for Minot High to build that and, to have those two options and those setters.
And Minot would be the team that lost more from a year ago. Bismarck High lost a lot in 2 first-team All-Staters and an All-WDA performer, but they did return Peyton Foster, who was an All-Stater setter last year and one of the best hitters and is in the top 5 in the kills in the WDA right now, a gal that we've really been impressed with, Taylor Anderson. So for the two teams, Bismarck High probably returned more than Minot did from a year ago.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that statement. Taylor is just so good, and I love watching her play. She's so powerful, and from the service line, from the the hitting at the net, she's fun to watch.
This one should be entertaining. Good to have you on our Shields pregame show. Shields, they got gear, they got fishing goods, and they look to always have you encounter the best retail shopping experience. Clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions from fishing to fashion. That's Shields. They bring you our pregame on all of our PSP network broadcasts. Take a time out. We'll come back and we'll dig into the WDA standings, and we'll take a look at the other games around the West region tonight. Closing in on set number 1, Minot High in town to take on the Bismarck Demons. More from Carl Gard Gymnasium after this break on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call. All right, let's go. High right, zoom. Spider 2, wide banana. You don't like that one? Okay. High right, 40 power. No. You don't want that one either?
Oh, man, stuff like that.
Go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
I need my...
Just blows my mind. What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices.
There the whole time, and I got her face right in the
Our
camera.
Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires.
Oh my God.
Thinking tires. Think Tires Plus.
So did we ever find out about Zoe?
smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Bismarck Orthodontics.
Todd Armory's Mackenzie Quintus back at Carl Gard Gymnasium. I always like the environment at Carl Gard on a Tuesday night, on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, whatever night it is, when they dim the lights. It's almost like a prize fight.
Yeah, it's super cool. I came to a wrestling duel one time last year, and that was my first kind of experience in Carl Gard. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Carl Gard
Yep.
Gymnasium, and I thought maybe they only did that for wrestling, but here I came to a volleyball game, and they did it again. I'm like, this is cool.
We're back in our Shields pregame as Shields has sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. To bring you our pregame and all of our PSP network broadcast. Time now to take a look at the WDA volleyball standings along with our schedule tonight. Leading the way in the West region is Legacy and Century. Both teams tied at 8-0. And oh, by the way, they play on Thursday nights, so that will be the early tail of the tape in the WDA of who has the number one seed for now. Those two teams will play later on as well. Jamestown checks in at number 3. We have the Bismarck Demons tonight. Obviously, they're number 4, just percentage points behind Jamestown at 7-3. St. Mary's is one of the hottest teams in the WDA right now. They were 1-4 in the conference for a while. Now they're 6-3, so the Saints have really turned it on. Dickinson is number 6 at 4-3. Minot's 3-5. Watford City, Williston, Mandan, and Turtle Mountain round out those WDA standings. So you kind of look at that, and you're starting to see a little bit of separation now, 1 through 6. Minot's needs a couple wins here to get back into that top and maybe get one of those top 4 seeds as you're, you're only a month away from tournament time. I know, it's coming fast. We say it all the time. How did we get to October? It's here. And then pretty soon, how did we get to November? We're in it. Yeah, absolutely. And then our schedule tonight, games will be tracking for you on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. As, hey, folks, your life's busy. Make managing your money easy at locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Your schedule tonight on that BNC Bank scoreboard is Mandan's at Century, Jamestown at St. Mary's, Legacy at Dickinson, Devils Lake at Turtle Mountain, and, of course, Minot High here to take on the Bismarck Demons. The one thing that's going to be interesting is Minot North now comes into the equation. Will be a lot of teams. I heard a podcast with Mark Gibson. I heard other coaches like Troy Mattern from Shanley Football talk about the effects of when new schools open up. Minot's going to be dealing with that very shortly here as they start to segregate and split between Minot High and Minot North. That's got to be an interesting, I don't want to call it a dilemma, but it's going to be an interesting dilemma. Yeah, I would say, and it's going to, it's something I feel like that's been talked about in Minot for quite some time. It's a bigger town, but they only have one school, and now here they are. They're gonna split it, so it's not just going to be the Magi in Minot anymore, which will be different. That'll be very different. And Minot's had a lot of sports, but, man, they've had kids coming out. And in some respects, that's great. You've got good numbers. You've got good depth. You always got talented teams. But on the other hand, the other side of the slate there, you look at it and you say, yeah, but there's kids that don't have an opportunity. Yeah. And with more opportunities now with the 2 schools, that's a good thing for high school athletics. I would agree, and I think that's exciting for the city also. I mean, there'll be some growing pains, I'm sure. But I mean, I remember when Legacy just, started in Bismarck, that was kind of a big deal, and now look at them, you forget that they're a new school almost, and they went through that as well, and I'm sure Minot will figure it out, and before you know it, it'll just be how it is. Yeah, it'll become second nature, right? Right. Like it is already in Bismarck with the addition of Legacy just a few years ago, and Bismarck High, Legacy, and Century in the capital city, and obviously you got Fargo that has went through it with the addition of West Fargo Cheyenne, and now you got West Fargo Horace coming online. So I think for the time being, we're probably set up in Class A with the number of schools, with the addition of Horace and Minot High. Have not heard any rumblings about any other schools that are coming into the equation. All right, we'll take one more timeout. We'll come back and we'll have the national anthem. We'll have the starting lineups. We'll dig into more of the particulars here as we get set up for Bismarck High hosting Minot High in WDA volleyball tonight. More after this break on the PSP Network.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Earth Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Getting set for action here. Good to have you on the PSP Network tonight. Hey, our mission is to promote local athletes, doing exactly that tonight as we have WDA volleyball on the PSP Network. Minot High in town to take on the Bismarck Demons. The Demons 10-7 overall. Minot High 6-9 overall. These two teams, Bismarck High picked number 2 in the coaches poll. Minot High picked number 7 in the coaches poll. As Mackenzie, a couple things here before we get to the national anthem. First off, Bismarck High comes off a tough 5-set loss to Jamestown. You know, you've been a player at a lot of different levels. What's that like? Either win those 5-setters and have a little bit of momentum, or it's got to be a bit of a gut punch when you come up and lose the end.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it.
Oh, here's our national anthem, folks.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Nice rendition there of our national anthem as we get set now for the starting lineups, Bismarck High and Minot High. But hey, finish that thought, Mackenzie, the gut punch of a 5-set loss.
Yeah, it's completely a gut punch. And it's funny you bring this up because I went to the UMary volleyball games this weekend, and I was just telling a friend about one of the 5-setters that, we lost in college, and I still can remember almost the exact last play of that. It was, and so you remember those games. They stick with you whether you win them or you lose them. When you lose them, it hopefully makes you come back with a little more fire in you to, all right, we're not going to let that happen again. And when you win them, you're so pumped because those are hard work. They're mentally draining, they're physically draining, but they're so much fun.
Well, and the other situation that we're watching tonight is Minot High's got a little of the injury bug going on as one of their most talented players, Zoe Czar. The last couple nights, she's had 1 kill and 3 kills, and that's so unlike Zoe Czar. I mean, she's one of the leaders in the conference. Matter of fact, had 24 kills in a contest this year, a 5-set win against Watford City. So her health, I think, is a thing that we'll keep an eye on tonight as she got a big old wrap on a leg. So we'll see how effective she can be.
Yeah, something's up when she only has 1 kill and 3 kills because she is so powerful. I hope that, this isn't something that's going to affect her long term and that she can, be the asset for her team that she usually is.
Some of the key folks we'll be keeping an eye on tonight for Minot. You just saw their starting lineups. Aaron McLean, a sophomore middle and outside hitter. Taylor Falcons, a setter. Avery Lundy, a nice multi-sport athlete. Grace Sanders, I beg your pardon. One of the league leaders in digs. You got Zoe Czar. We talked about her a moment ago. Aaron Palmer comes in and subs in the middle. Mackenzie Duffner is a freshman that splits the setting duties. And then they got a big middle, the 5'10 senior Samantha Van Bibber is just 3 seniors in that Minot High lineup for their first-year head coach, Jesse Gordson. For the Bismarck Demons, some of the main folks here, first is the returning All-Stater, Peyton Foster, their senior setter. She's got her sister in the lineup as well. Madison Foster's the libero for the Bismarck Demons. Emerson Careful's the gal you'll hear a lot of tonight. Nora Timpey as well. Morgan Johnson Colbert had a really good game the night we watched them play against Century. Taylor Anderson, one of the league leaders in kills. And then Bismarck High's got a big middle as well, the 6-foot senior Brooke Curtis. So we mentioned 3 seniors for Minot High, just 2 for the Bismarck Demons, and the Demons' 4th-year head coach is Brianna Klein. Thanks once again to Shields, bringing you our pregame as we get set for action here from Carl Guard tonight. Shields dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. I think instead of going Morgan Johnson Colbert, I'm just going to go MJC tonight.
I like that.
Kind of like a band.
Yeah, it's got a ring to it. It's kind of, it's cool when you got a nickname.
We didn't bring that out in the first broadcast for that we did for the Bismarck Demons, but she's good enough she can have a nickname.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Right.
Good plan.
Plus, it's a little easier for me to say.
Yeah, it's a mouthful otherwise.
The last few games for these 2 teams, Bismarck High, as we mentioned, they lost to Century. We had that one for you on the PSP Network. Since then, they've defeated Watford City in straight sets. They went to Dickinson and won a double-point match in straight sets, and then they lost the 5-setter to Jamestown. Minot High, the last time you and I had them, Mackenzie, was at Legacy. They lost 3-1. Then they defeated Watford City. Then they lost 3-0 to St. Mary's before sweeping Turtle Mountain. So kind of like we highlighted, this is one of those things where it's going to be it's a Dow Jones type of team for both of these teams, a little up, a little down.
Yeah, and I think this is a big game for both of them. I feel like, it would benefit them both to have that confidence of a win tonight.
Now, one thing we need to update you folks tonight on our scoreboard is it will be a little delayed. The scores will go up there, but it won't be instantaneous like you've come to expect around the PSP Network broadcasts. As some small technical difficulties, but we'll still get you the scores on there as 2 teams. Our down judge is talking to Scott Newstead, the athletic director, as we're trying to figure something else out here. We had a good one the other night at Mandan, Mackenzie. The referee stopped the game, and he gets on his mic that's over the loudspeakers, and he says, please don't play the music after the team breaks their offensive huddle.
Interesting.
It was like scolding the home team for playing loud music over the loudspeakers.
Shoot. I mean, fun killer.
I know. What is this, the NFL, the No Fun League? We can't even play music at a high school event. All right, here we go. Kenzie Duffner will be back to serve it up for Minot High. And we are underway from Carl Gard Gymnasium tonight, and an early ace. MJC couldn't return that one, and Minot High on top early.
Always feels good to come out and serve an ace to start the game, especially on the road.
One zip Minot. Serve number 2 for Duffner. Tipped across by the middle, Brooke Curtis.
I think she used her left hand on that, so I don't know if she came in expecting a little bit different set, but that was a great option for her.
Yeah, she's right-handed naturally, and now Morgan Johnson-Colbert. She returns the favor with an ace.
And that also feels good when you, shank a pass to get back there on the service line and give it right back to him.
Yeah, indeed. Serve is across, bump, set, swing by Minot High. And they're going to get a point out of it. Kind of a paintbrush attack there for Aaron McLean, but it got the job done for the Magi.
Yeah, the ball was kind of in that awkward space above the net where it's hard to play defense on it, but she got just enough on it to get it to go down.
2-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Avery Lundy, tight serve to the net. Here comes Taylor Anderson. Bring it up.
And just like we said, she is so powerful, and I feel like that I've seen her hit even harder. I mean, that was a hard hit, but I'm excited to see some more. She's getting warmed up.
She was just getting that one, get the feel.
Yep.
Get that first one in and get a little bit of a rhythm. 3-2, Bismarck on top. Free ball sent across for Lundy, and that's a unforced error there for the Magi, and the Demons jump up on top 4-2.
That was a great tip there by Zoe Czar. The set looked a little bit tight, but she had that open spot right behind the block, and she just put it right over.
Serve across for Minot High. Middle swing, and I think Bismarck High got into the net. That was Emerson Careful that just couldn't keep her hand off the tape. And that'll put Leah Walter back to the service line for Minot. Set for Foster. She comes back set to Timpey. Nice dig. Oh, but Minot High scrambling, can't keep it alive.
That was a good dig. She got a good hand on that. Went pretty high up into the rafters, and that's hard to play sometimes.
And now you get the freshman Aspen Roldson on for the Demons. Sends a serve into Lundy. Set for Duffner. Swing for Czar. Dug out by Anderson. Oh, but Bismarck High can't control it. That's a point for the Magi.
It's good to see Zoe out there swinging, and getting up there. And so
as we said, our scoreboard just takes a moment to reset itself. So 5-5 on your BNC Bank scoreboard tonight. Tip across for Anderson. Saved by Van Bibber, but then it's knocked across by the Magi, and that caroms wide.
Yeah, minus Libero there, kind of came out of nowhere, but she got that dig up, and unfortunately just wasn't able to get put back in play.
Well, here's one of the ace leaders in the WDA, Taylor Anderson. Ooh, that time the broadcaster jinx in full effect. She hits the tape. That's an unforced error from the service line for Bismarck. Well, now you get Reagan Terrell, the sophomore, on to serve it up for the Magi. Oh, she got the benefit of the tape. Free ball now across. Now back across for Bismarck. Set by Foster. She dumps it. Kept alive. Van Bibber sent across by Terrell. Middle swing. Oh, tooling the block there. Bismarck High's Emerson careful.
She did a great job of swinging hard there. She had 2 blocks up. It's hard to tell from this angle whether the block was really closed or not, but she got it through.
7-6, Bismarck High on top of Minot. Roldson, now a backline hammer.
Oh, and Taylor got the touch on that.
Yep.
The line stretches.
Tipped at the net by Minot High. It sailed long, but the tip gives the point to the Demons. Couple early kills for Taylor Anderson. And now you get Madison Foster serving it up. Lundy, and then miscommunication in that back row. Little, you got it, I'll take it.
Yeah, that was tough because, it was just not a very good pass, and you're not usually expecting to take a second ball in the back row like that.
Bismarck High has stacked a couple points here. They lead 9-6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Swing for Lundy, just long.
Yeah, so that was just a little bit off the net on there. Those can be hard sometimes. You just got to try snap it down and keep it in play.
Tipped across by Van Bibber, and Roldson couldn't handle that one. And Minot High ends that little mini stacking points there off the serve of Taylor Anderson.
That was a great spot by Van Bibber. The one spot, right in front of the service line where we usually serve is always a good spot, it's hard to defend that spot.
MJC with the kill.
I like that. That's got to stick. I like it.
Morgan Johnson Colbert, the 5'7" junior outside hitter, drills one down the line, and it's 11-7 in favor of Bismarck High. Peyton Foster serves it up. Return to sender.
That was a great block by Brooke Curtis there. It was hard to tell if MJC got up on that one as well, but Brooke was all over it.
Leah Walter was swinging away from Minot High, but she had it blocked. Nice save. Foster, come near side. Timpey tools the block.
That was a great save by Peyton Foster there. That's right in that middle donut, like we like to call it, that can, be so detrimental, and the ball falls there so many times, but she was on it.
And we get a timeout on the court, brought to you tonight by Hub International Insurance. You can call them today for all your personal and business insurance need. 13-7, Bismarck High on top in set 1. We break. We're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
A good start to this one. Bismarck High has a 6-point lead in set 1. We can tell you tonight's game is brought to you by Planet Pizza. At 25 years, proudly serving the Magic City, the largest laser tag playground. The 30-inch Galactic Pizza. Call them at 852-1700. Swing for Minot Highs. Now a set by Falcon, tipped by Lundy, saved by the Demons, jousted at the net. Pushed up by Leah Walter. Another swing for Lundy. Kept alive by Leah Walter. Now a free ball sent across. Foster sets it up to Foster. Timpey bumps it over. Free ball now for Minot. Sanders gives it to Lundy. Tips it across. Set up now for the Demons. Curtis pushes it across, and a good rally. Set. Anderson looking for the spot. Can't get it. Falcon goes to Lundy again. That one's not over the net. And the long rally goes to the Demons.
That was a good rally. Minot went out there to Lundy a lot of times. It would be good to see them to, get a good pass to give their other hitters a few more options.
Demons by a touchdown. Free ball on the Demons side. Foster, back set Timpey, paintbrushes across. Falcon goes for the dump, and it's going to work.
That was smooth. I like that.
Taylor Falcon, the junior setter, just went to the covert attack. Makes it 14-8 in favor of the Demons. Mackenzie Duffner. Good dig there by the libero. Johnson Colbert changes it up. Nice dig by Minot High's Aaron McLean. Sent back across by the Majets. Back to Timpey. Big swing, and she's going to get it inside the block.
That was a good swing by her, and Minot's block just needs to just press over a little bit more and get that block on the other side.
Bismarck High on top, 15-8. And an ace.
That's 2 for our girl, MJC.
Morgan Johnson Colbert. We gave her the nickname MJC tonight. MJC serves it up again. Duffner with the bump set. Oh, right down the line and in. Nice spot for Aaron McLean.
That was a great spot. She snagged the line on that one. It was hard to tell from up here if it was in or out, and they called it in, and that was a good spot.
One thing that has been happening is Minot High is actually subbing Zoe Czar out. She's a gal that didn't come off the court the first couple times we had them, but now she's kind of rotating in and out, so it's probably a testament to the injury she's dealing with. As Bismarck High sends that one long. Minot High down 16-10. And Lundy goes for the soft serve, but hit the bottom of the net.
Those soft serves can be tough to get over, but when they're a lot of times effective if you can just figure out how to pop it over the net.
Brooke Curtis serves it up. Sanders, she made it. It's a three-pointer. Count it. It comes off the basketball hoop. Now it almost went in it again. Minot High gets it across. Now a tight set to the net. Somebody was in the net. Or it's going to be,
Yeah, Bismarck High was in the net there. There's a lot of hitters at the net on that one. It seemed like there was maybe a little bit of confusion, but which can sometimes lead to those, unforced errors of being in the net when things aren't going exactly how you thought.
17-11, Demons on top. MJC with the bump, pass, and a big hit. Timpey got it into the body of the Mad Jets, and that's a point for the Demons.
Her timing was perfect on that one. You could tell her approach, she just felt good and she swung hard, and that's what happens when you get in system and you get your approach right. A lot of times you get a kill.
Nora Timpey makes it 18-11. Roldson deep. Service line error for Bismarck High. Pretty clean, not a lot of service errors, not a lot of attack errors. Been good volleyball. Taylor Falcon goes back to serve for the Majets. Oh, nice short serve. Dug out by Foster. Sent across by MJC. Sanders bumped over now by Lundy. Set up by Roldson. Here comes Taylor Anderson. Oh, it hit the antenna. That's going to be a point for Minot High.
Yeah, that's a bummer for Bismarck High because, on those free balls, a lot of times you have, a really good pass because those free balls, that's what the defense lives for, is to get those passes right on top of the setter's head.
Falcon to Foster, little backslide there, and Careful goes long. So a couple attack errors here for Bismarck High has allowed Minot to stack a few together. 18-14. It's the Johnny Horton song, isn't it? We took a little trip.
I don't think I know that one.
You probably don't. It's probably more my age bracket, Mackenzie.
Well, I'll have to look it up later.
Minot High with another point. Bismarck High went long again. Foster, that's Madison, to Peyton. Ooh, Taylor Anderson did not miss that one.
No, she did not. put it in a great cross-court spot there, and Minot wasn't able to dig it out.
And now you get the Bismarck student section engaged as Anderson goes back to serve. Ooh, she threw the curveball into the Minot high bench.
Yeah, Minot had a good run there, and then, we'll see if they can stack a few more on this after, getting a side out, and then Bismarck misses the serve.
Well,
it's a good opportunity for them.
One of the best servers around is Taylor Anderson to get out of hers with no points, and Bismarck High is just uncharacteristically having a lot of errors here, and it's brought Minot High right back into the contest here in set one. 19-17 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Foster goes wide side. MJC. And what'd you get there?
Minot High was in the net.
Oh, Minot High in the net, okay.
Maybe Van Bibber, I missed the number, but that was the call.
Foster back to serve it up. Back set for Falcon. Swing and a return to center as Aaron Palmer denied at the net.
Great block by Bismarck High. That's just what you need to get the momentum going and get it back on your side.
And we got a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. You can contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. We break 21-17. Demons lead it in set one. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Good to have Luke Domrey running the camera for us tonight on the PSP Network. He's one of the best in the business, I'm telling you what.
He learns from the best, I'm guessing.
That's because Nick trained him.
Oh.
Bismarck High on top, 21-17 here. Madison Foster, dug out by Lundy, dumped across, and Falcon did it again.
Yeah, she had that other one in this this opening set as well, and a good friend of mine, Tia Streeter, she was our setter at UMary, and she was really good at those dumps, and she used to, after it, she'd say butter. Smooth as butter. And that's what that one was. You didn't see it coming.
And now Falcon at the service line makes it a 2-point game. Just when you think Bismarck High is going to cruise to a set one victory, here comes the Majettes. Foster returns the favor.
Another one, smooth as butter.
Straight butter. Nora Timpey in for the Demons, but back at the service line is Peyton Foster. Lundy, back to her. Big swing, blocked. That's Brooke Curtis and Timpey in the middle for the Demons.
That was a big block. Brooke has been all over the block this game. She's doing a great job.
Well, the 6-foot senior getting it done as we near a serve pro match point. Almost an ace. Off the misplay by Terrell, Bismarck High has it. Middle swing for Curtis, blocked. Back to her. Now a free ball on the Minot side. Lundy gets it to Falcon. Middle tip across for Walter. Kept alive by the Demons. MJC blocked, but it's out, I believe.
Oh, no,
it's in.
That
was blocked. I couldn't actually see it from my vantage point. Looked like it was going to be out, but...
Yeah, and I think that's what Morgan thought too. Those are tough, because it comes off so quickly, and it did look like it was going out, but that one caught the line.
23-20. Duffner, nice setup there on the first pass by Johnson Colbert, but now the Demons have a free ball across. Duffner, middle tip. Walter had it blocked. Now a free ball sent over by Terrell. Set by Foster. Wide side swing. Johnson Colbert. Dug out by the Magi. Lundy. Now a middle hit for Curtis is down.
That was a really good rally and a good way to end it there by Brooke Curtis. I do have to say that dig by Duffner over there on the line, that was as good as it gets over there.
Hey, here's your serve pro set point. MJC serves it up. Back row swing, dug out by the Demons. Taylor Anderson off the tape and down. And set one goes to the Bismarck Demons. 25-20. On your BNC National Bank scoreboard, Minot High hung around, but the Demons survived that set point brought to you by Serve Pro. They got 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Take a intermission break here, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. They're focused on improving the health care of the Minot and surrounding areas. They're most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Demons up 1-0. We're back with set 2 after this break on the PSP Network.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're Serve Pro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite Serve Pro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait. It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call Serve Pro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Bismarck High wins set 1, 25-20. And now we get set for set 2. We can tell you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years experience as your heating and air experts. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Peyton Foster serves it up. Czar with the dig. Set by Sanders. Flat-footed attack for Avery Lundy. MJC off the block for the Demons.
Great way to start for Bismarck High. That was a great hit by MJC. She gets up there and she's powerful when she gets going.
Morgan Johnson Colbert, of course. That's short for MJC. Falcon with a one-handed tip set. Sent over with a Magi. Set up for Tempe. That's long. Just didn't get on top of that one.
No, I think she had a lot of her fingers involved in that one, and you got to get your palm and snap that down.
And the freshman Mackenzie Duffner will come on and serve for the Majets. Jump serves it. Oh, and an ace. Got a lot of action on that serve, does the freshman Duffner.
That's exactly how she started, I think, set 1 with her serving. She served it right to Morgan, and
one of the team leaders in aces for Minot High is Mackenzie Duffner. Johnson Colbert with the swing. set up by Foster. MJC rips one.
She did a good job of getting on top of that one. It looked like it might have been a little bit behind her, but she did a good job of getting her hand on it and snapping it down, and it was back in that back court where that can be hard to defend.
Yeah, Mackenzie Duffner is, look it up, she got 20 aces on the season, one of the top 10 leaders in the WDA. 2-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Oh, tough angle.
That was a tough angle, and that was a great shot. And that back set where they kind of do the layup approach, and right in front of the 10-foot line there. You don't see that spot hit very often.
Yeah, Avery Lundy went to the slide and an increasingly difficult angle, and she found it. And, almost an ace. Good save there by the Demons. Lundy sets it up. Duffner brings it over to Czar. Ooh, big hit, and it's out.
She did a good job of following that one, making sure that, it was actually going out before she, let it go. The great hit.
Good help by her teammates, too, I think, to let her know that it was indeed out as well.
Yep, they were letting her know.
Blocked at the net by the Magi. Lundy gets it back to Czar. Cuts it across the net. Now Bismarck High tries to sneak one in the back corner. Covered up by Sanders. Walter, check that. McLean got it in.
These teams are making the line judges work tonight.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of really close calls.
And I don't want this to sound wrong or anything, but there's about 3 of them that I thought were out that were actually called in, and 3 of them that I thought were in that actually were called out.
Yeah, I mean, they've been so close, they could really go either way.
Oh, there's a good tip.
That was a great tip. She had a double block up there, and she saw that the open spot was, right where she landed it.
Nora Timpey was way up there on that one. Had a lot of time to read and react and found the deficiency on that Majet defense. And now a service line error for the senior Brooke Curtis. Makes it 6-3 in favor of Minot High. Walter back at the service line. Oh, the free one. Oh, and Van Bibber just couldn't convert it.
That was tough. She saw it coming over, and like we've said before, when you're at the net and those balls are overpassed, it's just so tempting. But that one got a little over her head, and she wasn't able to put the snap on it and get it in the court.
Her eyes got too big.
Yep. It's easy to happen, or easy to do, excuse me.
Rolled some knuckleballs one over. Swing for Zoe Czar. Tipped nicely at the net by the Demons. Taylor Anderson rolls it for a point.
And that was a great changeup for her. She's really good at that where, she goes up like she's going to pound it, and then she just at the last second switches it up, and that was open. It's easy as a defender to get on your heels when a hitter like Taylor goes up. And so a lot of times those roll shots are open for them.
Czar doesn't roll that one, but it's dug out by Madison Foster. Anderson goes the roll again. And Duffner wants that set back as she went to the back set and just couldn't get it to her teammate Van Bibber, and that's 3 straight now for Bismarck High. They've tied it up at 6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Set by Czar. Duffner, overpass. And you can't put that one in the eyes of Taylor Anderson.
Nope, she took full advantage of that and put it straight down.
Now the Demons have scored 4 straight. Aspen Roldson, the freshman, serving them up. Czar rips, but it's long. And just a moment ago, Minot High led 6-3.
Yeah, Bismarck's on a really good run right now.
They got Uncle Mo on their side. Terrell sets it up. Duffner. Ooh, big swing for Taylor Anderson. Now another one for Careful, and that tools the block, and it goes out.
That was a great dig by Minot High on Taylor's hit there, and then great choice by Bismarck High to go to the middle right there, get them involved. It's always good when your middles are involved to open up the net a little bit.
Yeah, if you continually go to the outsides, teams get onto that, right?
Yeah, it's easy to cheat on defense, cheat as a blocker. That's why it's such a good thing to have so many hitters and to spread the net.
Nice play at the net there by Samantha Van Bibber. Got the point back for Minot High and a side out. Falcon with the jump serve. Roldson with the dig. Middle swing for Emerson. Careful, back to back.
She did a good job on that hit. You know, it was a little bit off the net, which can be hard to hit sometimes, but she did a good job of getting up and putting it down.
Back-to-back kills for Emerson Careful, the 5'10 junior. Now Taylor Anderson goes long. Service there, as we can tell you that tonight's game brought to you by the UPS store in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs in the Magic City. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. You can find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com to schedule a move or find a quote. Taylor Anderson, dug out by Falcon. Set up by Sanders, but now it's just going to be a free ball sent over by Zoe Czar. Setting a back row rim rocker there for Taylor Anderson.
That was exciting. That was off of a free ball. There was a great pass, and I was, surprised that it was going to a back set, but Taylor came with a huge approach, and she put it down. That was a great hit.
Can you say rim rocker in volleyball?
I mean, I like it.
I mean, we're on a volleyball basketball court. Some of these terms go both sports.
Yeah, I think it works.
Oh, and a block there is Peyton Foster. Brooke Curtis.
Yeah, I think a lot of that was Peyton. She got most of that block there. She saw that tip was coming, and she waited for it and got the block just on it.
12-8, Demons on top. Middle swing for Van Bibber, and Bismarck High has the block party again.
They're doing a great job at the net blocking tonight. Brooke Curtis has been on a lot of them, with help from Morgan, and Peyton's had a couple. They're doing a good job.
Bismarck High almost had an overpass and a point. Tipped over by Van Bibber of Minot. Middle swing for Curtis. Oh, she went way up on that one, but it's dug out by Zoe Czar. Lundy down the line. Roldson keeps it alive. MJC with the roll shot. Tipped up by the Demons. Oh, and Falcon tried to tip it and dump it across, but it hit the tape.
Yeah, that wasn't going to work for her this time. I think the ball was a little bit lower than she probably thought and went right into the net.
14-8. And Madison Foster just wide on the service error. It seems like Bismarck High has been up, but Minot High just finds a way to kind of casually hang around in set one, now in set two. MJC sends it over for the Demons. And Avery Lundy went to the changeup, and it worked out to perfection.
Yeah, that did. It worked out. It went right in that donut spot, and it looked like, that Madison was on her way and then stopped, and a little miscommunication on Bismarck High.
Pass one, pass two, and now the Demons give Minot High a chance. Lundy this time, dug out by Foster. Tipped over by Curtis. Set up by Sanders, back row for Zoe Czar. Free ball for the Demons. Dumped over by Foster, kept alive nicely by Lundy. Now Lundy with the attack, and that's long.
Yeah, Minot High needs to just, I think, settle down and get a good pass here, and then they could use a good hit, a big, strong hit to get their spirits up a little bit, I think.
Foster the line drive serve. Walter, oh, what a dig there by Foster. Swing for Nora Timpey. Kept alive by Czar. Avery Lundy hammers one. And that's a point for the Majettes. Just what you said, Mackenzie?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a great hit. I thought it would have maybe seen a little bit more excitement. I think they need to go on that. Maybe Mackenzie can get in here and give him another ace to get excited.
Yeah, it's just, I don't want to say flat, but Minot High is just a little flat.
A little bit. They're in this game. They have, they're in it.
Timpey dug out, and now Brooke Curtis got in the net, so that's a kill for Avery Lundy, back-to-back for her. And Minot High stacked a couple together here, 15-12 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Duffner, dig, pass, Brooke Curtis. Boy, when that quick middle set works, man, that thing looks nice. And Brooke Curtis finishes it there with the kill.
Yeah, those quick sets are nice, and that, all started, that was a great pass by Morgan. She put it right on the setter's head, and you're able to get that quick offense when you have a good pass. Oh, and then there's an ace for her.
And an ace. Back-to-back nice plays for MJC. I don't think I've heard that before, Mackenzie. That first pass, you're trying to get it right on the setter's head. That's the goal?
That's always your goal. Yep, put it right on her head so that she doesn't have to move. You always want your setter to not have to move as much.
Perfect. Now I'm going to look for that. Aaron McLean, dug out by the Demons. Anderson, got a lot of heat on that one, but it goes just long. 17-13 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. And Avery Lundy, the junior at the service line. Taylor Anderson, changeup, nobody home for the Majettes. You said you just expect that thing to come off there about 100 miles an hour, and when she goes to that changeup, you're stuck on your heels.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And like I said, she is so good at selling her hits as well.
Yeah, she rises up about 2 feet off the floor, and then like she doesn't hit it that hard. You're like, oh, I'm in a bad spot.
Yep, that's exactly.
McLean was blocked at the net. Now you get Timpey with a swing. Dug out by Terrell. Set by Duffner. Czar mistimed it a little bit. Set up by MJC. Tipped, and Taylor Anderson looks skyward like, oh, I can't believe I missed that one.
Yeah, that was a good idea on her. Those can be hard to get on those long tips. And I think she wants that one back.
Here we go again, another Johnny Horton score, Mackenzie. 18-14. I won't sing it. I'll spare everyone.
I need to find that song now.
Yeah, no, it's really not that good. But Zoe Czar tools the block. Thankfully gets us off of that point, so we can move on. Yeah, he's got some other hits like North to Alaska, and You Got to Sink the Bismarck, and
You Got to Sink the Bismarck?
Oh yeah, yep, Johnny Horton.
Johnny Horton. Okay, I'm looking that up as soon as I get home tonight.
Look it up, fans. Nora Timpey. Off a dive for the Majettes. Bismarck High creeps up on top, 19-15. Set 2 action here from Carl Gard Gymnasium in Bismarck. Your WDA action tonight on the PSP Network. Czar tipped over by Van Bibber. Set up by the Demons. Anderson, Minot gets a piece of that. Back to Czar. Rips it in. Nice play.
That was a great play. It's good to see her getting up there and getting some strong hits for them. That's what they need right now.
(19-16), Bismarck High clinging to a 3-point lead. Taylor Falcon back to serve it up. Foster digs it, set by Foster, tipped over by Careful. Sanders, Czar, blocked. Oh, nice play by the Demons. That's Emerson Careful.
That was a great block. That went straight down in on that off-speed hit. Sometimes you don't expect that kind of block.
Yeah, you have to have some hang time to hang around with the net long enough to block that one. And now Taylor Anderson with the service error.
She's having a tough time from the service line. She's got to get out of her head on that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Sometimes you just don't have the rhythm.
Yep.
Zoe Czar rips one down the line. Set by Foster. Tipped by MJC. Set up now for Lundy. Off the block and down. Well, and here's the Majettes again, 20-18. Kind of just like they were in set 1. See if Minot can close the deal or if Bismarck High can go up 2-0. Oh.
Another close one. That one. Bismarck got lucky on that one. That could have been either way.
Yeah, that was painting the line right there. Set by Lundy. Or excuse me, dig by Lundy. Nice save by Roldson. Swing by MJC. Tight set, tipped over by Lundy. Oh, what a play. Somehow kept her body out of the net.
Yeah, that was a great play by Lundy. That set was really tight, and she had 2 blockers up there. She did a great job of just, as you like to say, tooling it off the block. It was a good choice for her.
She went to the angle, too. Little backslide there for Curtis. Set by Falcon, tipped over again by Lundy. Back row attack. And Anderson just rolled it to the spot where there was not a Majet.
She's got the roll from the front row, and she does it from the back row also. She's doing great for them tonight.
It's got to be almost a confidence boost when your team calls your number from the back row. You got to be just like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, for sure. And I like to see that, the back row, if you have that option, that's such a good option when you don't get a good pass.
Nice dig there by Taylor Falcon. Foster goes to the dump. Oh, kept alive by Czar. Foster, now Foster again. Timpey, and it's in.
That was a good turn there by Peyton. That's from her angle, that's a hard spot to hit. And, that, like we always say, those corners, those are hard to defend. That's why you want to always go there. And she did a good job of placing it in a good hard to defend spot.
Timeout on the courts. Hub International is a leading North American insurance brokerage. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge in Northwest Bismarck. They bring you our timeouts on the PSP Network. We'll break 23-19 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Bismarck leads 1-0, and they lead in set 2.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
While we were away, had a service error there for the Demons. Peyton Foster serves it into the tape, and it's 23-20. Demons lead by 3 here in set 2. Kenzie Duffner with the Majets down by 3 will jump a serve across. MJC with the dig, pass 2 from Foster, and in.
That's a great point by Bismarck High. Mackenzie a lot of time comes in and she serves it right to Morgan, and this time Morgan passed it right on top of like we said, the setter's head, and then they got a good option for the tip.
Well, here's your Serve Pro set point. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Lundy blocked, and there's your set 2 winner. Taylor Anderson, Brooke Curtis do the number, and back-to-back 25-20 victories here for the Demons. Bismarck High leads 2-0. Bismarck High will look to a sweep, and Minot High will look to send this to a 4th set. We break. Bismarck leads 2-0. Final score in set 2, Bismarck 25, Minot 20. More after this timeout on the PSP Network.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Now, reminder after the game, we'll have our Jobbers Move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Also bring you our Sport Clips MVP of the matchup. Sport Clips keeps you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Bismarck High leads 2-0. Yeah, we said that scoreboard's a little slow to update tonight, so here we are entering set 3. Minot High serves first. Kept alive by the Majets. Still kept alive by the Majets. Free ball now sent over by Czar. Foster. That's how the big-time volleyball programs do it. Brooke Foster went for the fake, and then Taylor Anderson's like, you didn't tell me you were faking.
She got faked out, maybe.
Minot High has an early lead. Duffner serves it up again. This time Timpey, dug out by Czar. Avery Lundy goes to the back line. Anderson, pass 1. Foster, pass 2. Sent over by the Demons. Free ball, Magi. Lundy goes flat-footed into the middle. Anderson digs it up. Middle swing, Curtis. Down the line, wide.
Good start for Minot here, stringing a few points in a row, like we like to say sometimes.
Set up by Peyton Foster. MJC cleaned up there by Zoe Czar. Aaron McLean didn't get all of that one. And Bismarck High gets a point. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics. Specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. You can call them at 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com to get started with a free virtual consultation. 2-1 Minot. McLean dug out of there by the Demons. Now a pass tight to the nets. And Jordan Rude is on for the Demons. Dug that one out of there. Bismarck High couldn't keep it alive. 3-1 in favor of the Magi. Swing by Czar. Nice play.
That's great. She swung that one like she meant it, and that's good to see.
She's been money in that near side spot tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, Mackenzie, a good start here for the Majets. Avery Lundy, tough serve. Demons out of system. They have to send it across. Set up by Duffner. Middle hit for Walter. Foster now goes Taylor Anderson. Cuts it across. Duffner with the jump set goes back to McLean, and that stays on the Minot High side of the net.
Yeah, that got a little bit tight for Duffner there. She tried, her best to. She stayed out of the net, but it was just hard for her to get a good set for her hitter.
Brooke Curtis with the right-handed serve. Zoe Czar tried to cut that one, but it hits the tape. And Minot High was down 4, or check that, Demons were down 4-1. Somehow Leah Walter got that one over the net. Taylor Anderson rises, sends it over. Czar, oh, big time.
That's a great hit down the line, and she hit that one spot back there. That was a good hit, good set.
I got a little excitement out of that Minot High bench.
Yeah, put a little pep in them. Like to see it.
Emerson careful. Went to the off-speed. Little tip shot. Gets a point in there for the Demons. Makes it 5-4. Aspen Roldson serves it up for Bismarck High. Kept alive by Grace Sanders. Oh, good back row rip there. None other than Reagan Terrell.
Yeah, that was a good hit. She put a lot of spin on that, and Aspen just didn't have her feet set, and she moved her arms a little bit, and it wasn't a setup for a good pass.
Taylor Falcon with the jump serve. Dig by Foster, set by Foster, hit by Anderson, blocked nicely by the Demons. Back to Anderson, tipped and blocked again. It's like deja vu. Can we do it again? No! 3 times the charm.
And that was really good by Taylor because they didn't really have a lot of other options but to go outside, and when you go 3 times, the block is already there. And for her to hit around it, that was a really good job.
Yeah, you know that block is well formed there, and so you go to it 3 times in a row. It's like, oh boy, what am I going to do now? But Anderson found a way.
Yep, she found the open spot.
Almost a little miss hit there by Minot High's Aaron Palmer, but it works to perfection. Ricochets off the block. That's a point for the Majets. Minot looking to send this thing to a set 4. Bismarck High leads 2-0. Tipped over by Careful. Czar digs it, set by Duffner, and there's Avery Lundy, who's having a nice night.
Yeah, she's had a lot of swings tonight, and a lot of them have been effective for Minot High.
Yeah, you put Zoe Czar back in the service line. Ooh, just wide. Going for the coffin corner.
Yeah, she really has a great, a big approach on her serve, and she puts a lot of spin on it, which is kind of fun. You know, so many serves are floats these days, but she puts a lot of spin on hers, which makes it something different for the defenders to look at.
There's Avery Lundy again. Off the block for the point. Back row swing for Taylor Anderson, and Lundy couldn't handle it.
Yeah, she got some hands on it, just didn't quite go far enough, and it was hard for the setter to really ask for help on that one. And unfortunately, that one just went down.
9-7, Minot on top. Falcon with the setup. Middle tattoo for Leah Walter.
That was a great hit. She put a lot of, cut on that one, really, to get it to go where it went, and which is, I think, a good sign for Minot because I don't think their middles have been as involved as maybe they sometimes are. They've been going to the outside a lot. It's good to see the middles, getting a good hit for them.
Mackenzie Duffner, the freshman, serves it just long. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Be sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Thanks also to Premier Chiropractic for bringing you our in-between set activities. Drs. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry-Dahmers can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Peyton Foster sets it up in the middle to Brooke Curtis. Dug out of there by Lundy. Back to Lundy. Blocked. And going to get a point for the Demons.
Yeah, that was 4 hits is what they called, so there wasn't actually a block on that one. But regardless, point for Bismarck High.
And Minot High wants an early timeout as Bismarck High has stacked 2 straight, and it's 10-9 on your BNC Bank scoreboard here in set 3. Minot High leads by 1, and we'll take a short timeout. More of set 3 after this break on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
All right, thanks to Hub International Insurance for bringing you the timeouts. You can contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell, Michael Borman at 355-3100 for all your personal and business insurance needs. 10-9 Minot. Sent across there by the Demons, Kaylee Stroh. Taylor Anderson, miss hit.
Even though that was a free ball, it kind of came over unexpectedly compared to most free balls, and so they didn't get as good of a pass, and which showed on their, out-of-system play there.
Lundy goes to the short serve, and it works. That's got to be a tough serve. If when you're used to just rifling that thing across, then all of a sudden you throw that changeup and just somehow just barely get it over the net.
Yeah. I loved serving as a player. That was as a defensive player, that was my chance to get back there and to, use my arm and swing really hard. But I also really love to just pop it over the net.
Nora Timpey knocked one off the block there for the Demons. Makes it 12-10 Minot. Brooke Curtis dug out by Minot High, and then McLean found the back line. Well, the Magi have a little pep in their step here in set 3.
They sure do. They need to, stay on it and don't let up.
Nice serve there by Walter. Dug out by two Majets. And just wide for Reagan Terrell.
Yeah, I always like to see when, like you said, it's dug out by two Majets, which 2 is always better than 0.
Yeah. Aspen Roldson, another good serve for the Demons. Set by Duffner. Ooh, Zoe Czar. Zing!
That was a great set there by Minot High. They got a good pass, good set out there to their big hitter, and point Minot High.
Falcon with the serve, dug out by Foster, set by Foster, and there's the cut shot to perfection for Taylor Anderson.
And that set was put pretty far out there for her, so that was a great hit by Taylor to get that in the court.
And for the Demons, number 16, Morgan Johnson-Colbert.
Reminder after the game, folks, we'll have our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroad post game. A word with the victorious coach, player interview or two. Set up, and Emerson Careful denied.
Yeah, that was another huge block here that we saw tonight when the backcourt, and those are hard to defend because usually when you're covering a block, you're waiting for those small tips off of the hands, and when they go straight back like that, it's hard to cover.
Czar with a lot of overspin on that serve. Tipped over by Foster. Again, two Majets there. Lundy goes to the chains up, and it works again.
Yeah, like you said, another a play where there was two Majets there to get the ball, and I like to see that. That means they're in the game. They want this. They don't want to give it up.
Czar with the serve. Set. Swing by MJC. Kept alive for the Majets. And Lundy blocked. Another block for Peyton Foster. And they give it a half a block as well to Emerson Careful. Madison Foster with the ace, the sophomore. Just like that, it's 16-14 in favor of Minot High. Lundy to Falcon, back to Lundy. Set up for a middle swing for Curtis, and she nails it.
That was a great play by Bismarck High. That was a quick set to that kind of like middle area between the the middle hit and the outside, and the block wasn't ready for that.
First-year head coach Jesse Gordson up off the bench, encouraging his team. Let's go side out, ladies. Set by Falcon. Lundy dug out by Anderson, kept alive by the Demons. Free ball though for Minot. Back set. What a nice play. Rising and delivering was Aaron Palmer.
Yeah, that was a good choice by Minot High there. They, like we said, they go to their outsides a lot, and so when they switch it up, it's a good chance for them to spread the net and to give their other hitters options to put it down so that the Bismarck High is off their game there.
Minot High tipped that one at the net, so Morgan Johnson-Colbert gets the kill for the Demons. Been a good set 3. Minot leads 17-16. Served by Peyton Foster. Middle rip for Leah Walter, blocked by the Demons. Lundy goes. Dug out by Bismarck High. Sent back corner by Foster. Set up now by Falcon. Lundy again. And she found the spot.
Yep, she did a great job of taking that off the block. He just went straight back there. That was hard for Bismarck to get.
Team's just kind of trading side outs here, but Minot High leads by 2. Bismarck High, however, leads 2 sets to none. Duffner dug out by the Demons. Pass 1, pass 2. Tipped over by Curtis. Kept alive by Minot High. Dig by the Demons. Timpey rolls it in.
Good shot by Timpey there, and that time there was 0 Majettes, but they need to just get this ball back, stay in this game, keep it close.
Kaylee Stroh, the junior, back to serve it up for Bismarck High. Back set, Lundy off the tape. Free ball sent over. Walter, oh, nice play.
Yep, she caught him this time, or caught Bismarck this time. You could see a lot of the girls just did that little jump step, and then nobody went for it.
Set was in a weird spot, too. Leah Walter almost tipped that like behind her head.
Yeah, she did a good job of making a play on it.
Middle hit for Timpey. Off the basketball hoop, couple 2-3 times. Here it comes down. Sanders there, pushed across by Lundy. Set by Stroh, outside swing. Anderson got it.
That was a great set out there to Anderson, and the block was quite a bit late on that, so she had an open net, and she took advantage of it.
Well, back and forth we go here in set 3. Minot still by a point, 19-18. Sanders gets it to Duffner. Swing for Czar, yes. And you get a timeout on the court. Hub International brings you this timeout. You can call them for your personal and business insurance needs at 355-3100. Good set 3 Bruin, Minot High 20, Bismarck 18 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. More of set 3 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Well, Leah Walter at the service line with Minot leading 20-18. Dig by Stroh, set Foster. One-handed across by Timpey. Middle swing for Van Bibber. Set up by Madison Foster. Running roll shot for Anderson, kept alive by the Majettes. Sent over now by Walter. Foster sets it up, seems like a big point here. Shot there by Careful. Zoe Czar to the back corner, good spot.
That was a great spot, and that's a hard shot to make when she tipped that. It's hard to make cleanly, and she did it. She's having a great set for them.
21-18, Minot High.
In for the Demons, number 16, Morgan Johnson Colbert.
MJC back on as a sub for the Demons. Leah Walter down the line. Tight set, Foster sent across, blocked once, and in! The miracle shot for the Magi.
Yeah, that was a great shot for them. It gives them a little bit of a pep, and they're still in the lead. They can get this game. They just got to stay with it.
22-18. Taylor Anderson. Oh, blocked. Kept alive by Foster. Now Foster has to send it over. Minot High, Duffner, back set. McLean, yes!
And great job by Duffner there. She did that kind of, I'm always amazed by setters when they're so tight to the net and they set it and they kind of do this little turn. It's like magic, to be honest. Like they just do this turn and they stay out of the net.
Timeout, Brianna Klein for Bismarck High. will step aside. Set 3, Minot High leads 23-18. Demons up 2-0.
National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Hub International Insurance timeout there for the Demons. Demons are going to come out here with their best side out play as Leah Walter serves it up with the Majets leading by 5. Foster, there's Anderson. Yep, right on cue.
Right on cue is right, and I just love watching her when she gets her approach going. It's such a big approach, and you just know there's going to be a strong hit coming after that.
And now you get the freshman Aspen Roldson serving it up. Good serve. Good dig there by Terrell. Zoe Zar across. Anderson again. Tip, block, out. Bismarck High coming back. 23-20. Roldson goes deep this time. Tight set. Tipped over by Czar, kept alive. Bismarck High. Oh, they got that across. Middle hit for Van Bibber. Can the Demons do it again? No. And a set point coming for Minot High. That was an amazing play by Madison Foster.
Yeah, I thought there's no way she was going to get that over the net, and she muscled it over.
Here's a Serve Pro set point. Set 3 in the balance. Taylor Falcon sends it across. Middle hit for Careful, blocked. Set up again. Taylor Anderson. Minot High with a chance. Zoe Zar off the block. Gets it done.
And they are excited now. I like to see that.
Well, I guess the soup du jour tonight was 25-20.
Yeah, you're right.
Bismarck High wins set 1, 25-20. Bismarck High wins set 2, 25-20. Minot High wins set 2, 25-20. I'm just going to go on a limb and say somebody's going to win set 4, 25-20.
That would be crazy.
They don't call me Nostradamus for anything.
You got all sorts of nicknames. You're giving them, you got them.
Yeah, exactly. That's time for our set intermission here, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. They're improving the health of the Minot and surrounding areas with the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. We're back with set 4 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers Warehouse Company knows how to safely move your family to their new residence by paying close attention to every detail. The folks at Jobbers Warehouse Company engage in an ongoing communication throughout the process to help the big picture in sight and make sure that no element is left unnoticed. Visit jobberswarehouse.com and let Jobbers Moving and Storage and Allied Van Lines make your move a smooth one. Head to jobberswarehouse.com today. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers is your choice. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it. Dip those crispy golden French fries in it and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Todd Domrey's Mackenzie Quintus back at Carlgard Gymnasium, the home of the Demons. Somebody put some life into the Minot Majets.
Yeah, they've got some pep in their step this time. And you know what? I felt like Zoe Czar had a really good third set, and I think she put some pep in the Minot High team.
Czar with the dig off the Peyton Foster serve. Sent over to the Demons side. Bump set. MJC cleaned up there by Zoe Czar. Lundy with a swing. Anderson with a dig. And then off the block is Brooke Curtis.
That was a great aggressive hit. Minot's block just wasn't sealed up enough.
Minor after the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning team financial advisors helping clients to financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, our post-game sponsor as well. They're your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Minot High gets the block. Tipped away by the Demons. Couldn't be saved. And we're tied at 1.
Number 15, Mackenzie Duffner.
Mackenzie Duffner back to serve. Gets that single from her head coach on what zone to attack. MJC with a nice dig down by her shoe tops. Grace Sanders sets it up. Lundy off the block. Punched across by Brooke Curtis. Back on the Magi side. Lundy again. Saved by Foster. Sent over by Anderson. Tight set, Lundy. Demons got a piece of that. Taylor Anderson, check that MJC. Too strong.
That was some really good defense by Peyton Foster there. Those hits down the line as a setter, that can be hard because you're a lot of times in transition. It's easy to cheat up, but she stayed back and played defense first, and she got some good touches.
Bump by Foster. Peyton Foster, the other Foster out there, goes for the dump. Couldn't get it. Big hit there by Lundy. Cleaned up by Anderson. MJC paintbrushes it over. Lundy attacks and scores.
That's a good job by Minot High to keep that ball in play. There was a little miscommunication there. I think Duffner thought she was going to hit the ball, and then Walters there in the middle. She took it, but it worked, and they got the hit down.
Duffner, dug out by MJC. Timpey couldn't get her down. Back row attack, Czar. Oh, good hustle by the Fosters, but Timpey got turned around, and that's a kill for Zoe Czar.
Yeah, that's a great hit for her out of the back row.
And Minot High's got kind of a two-pronged attack here. Obviously, they got some kills from Van Bibber and Palmer and McLean and others, but Avery Lundy's having an efficient game here all of a sudden. She sends one overpass. Brooke Curtis didn't miss that one.
No, we haven't seen a lot of overpass kills like that tonight.
No, where I was going with that, obviously Zoe Czar's been doing her thing most of the night, but Lundy's kind of been that.
She's been there constant, I feel like.
Yeah, she's had a good all-around game and really stepped it up in set 3. And now Minot High. Bit of an unforced error, goes wide. Just trying to send it over. Makes it 4-3 in favor of the Demons. MJC with a deep serve. Set by Duffner, roll shot, and there's Zoe Czar.
Great changeup, that was open. Peyton almost had it, but Zoe was able to get it down. Like you're saying about Lundy, though, they've been able to go to her every time, and she hasn't had a lot of errors tonight, and so it's a safe spot or a safe choice for them, and she puts the ball in play. She's doing a great job, and a good just ace there for her.
Yep, right on cue. That's even better when we're talking about these kids and promoting them, and then they get an ace.
Yeah, we don't jinx them.
Nope, that's the way it's supposed to work. Taylor Anderson, man, she's got that spot down. again.
Yeah, that's a good spot. I think Zoe's supposed to, your home base is usually typically in defense is a little bit further back. I think if she got back a little bit more, she would maybe have a chance at a dig, but that's working for Taylor. I'd keep doing it.
6-4, Minot on top. And the Demons are going to get a point on that one. A little misjudging at the net there. And it's going to send Brooke Curtis back to the service line. Oh, that was a last-second decision, but a good one on the read by Grace Sanders.
Yeah, that was a good read. Those are so tough. It's like, do I take it? Don't I take it? Is it in? Is it out? And this time it was out, and she made the right call.
It was almost self-defense because it was so close to her that she almost got nicked by it. Sent over by Terrell. Taylor Anderson goes to the cutter again. Cleaned up by Zoe Czar. And Zoe just didn't get all of that one.
Into the game for the Demons, number 3, Aspen Rosa.
7-6, Minot High on top. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. For all your moving and storage needs, you can contact Roger Ward Moving and Storage. There's a tooling of the block. Zoe Czar.
Yeah, that was a good in-system play by Minot High there. They had a good pass, good set, and Zoe really got a great approach. You could tell that they were just in sync on that one, and she got a good tool off of the block.
Set 4, 8-6. Minot High leads. Taylor Falcon does the honors. Foster goes to the dump. Nice cleanup by Terrell. Back set Falcon goes to Palmer. Dug out by Roldson. Middle hit for Careful. Falcon again. Zoe Czar rolls it. Nice play for Roldson. Taylor Anderson flat-footed. Minot High gets a piece of that. Middle hit for Van Bibber. Tipped, and down.
That was a good play there by Van Bibber. Those are, like I think I said this before, those are hard shots to make because she's not hitting it and she's not really tipping it, and that's easy to get called for basically a throw, but that was clean and she put it in a great spot.
Falcon with her team up 3. Foster had come flying in there to set that thing up. Falcon, Sanders, now a rip for Czar. Right at the net, Van Bibber kept it alive. Falcon pushed it over. Middle hit for Careful, blocked! The block party is formed for Minot High.
And they're having a block party over there.
Doing a ring around the rosy. Taylor Falcon gets it to Taylor Anderson. Ricochets that off the block.
Number 16, Morgan Johnson-Colbert.
And a service there for the Demons makes it 11-7 in favor of Minot High. Play there for Czar, MJC. Dug out by Lundy. Set up for Lundy off the set from Duffner. Now blocked. The middle Van Bibber got all of that one.
She did get all of that one, and that always feels good when you get a block on a back row attack like that, and especially on somebody who you know is their big hitter. That gives you lots of confidence and can play with theirs.
Yeah, the solo block too. Peyton Foster sets it up. Tipped by Careful, blocked by the Jets. Pushed over by MJC. Falcon sets it up. Lundy again, yep. She's feeling it.
She is feeling it, and she's hit that spot a few times tonight, and it's not an easy spot to hit, and it's effective.
And a timeout, Bismarck High. I have to send some apologies out. Our listeners informed us that was...
It's Emma Palmer, number 14 for Minot High.
Yeah.
I think we maybe said Aaron, maybe?
Well, that's because guess what?
Oh, yes. Well, what the heck?
On my official roster that I got off the WDA website, what do you think it says?
It says Aaron. I can
Aaron
tell
Palmer.
you right now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for...
Yeah, we appreciate that, folks. So it is Emma Palmer from now on. Take a timeout. Hub International Insurance brings you this timeout. They're a leading North American insurance brokerage. Minot High leads 13-7 in set 4. The Demons lead at 2-1. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
And Bismarck High goes wide. Attack error there for Emerson Careful. And Minot High is up by a touchdown. 14-7 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Good serve by the
That was
Machettes.
a great serve.
Somehow kept alive by the Demons. Set up by Sanders. Lundy again. Nice pass by Anderson. Tip by Foster. Cleaned up, but Minot High couldn't get it over. Good action. Demons down by 6. Madison Foster does the serve honors. Tip by Duffner. Kept alive. Here's MJC down the line. Falcon with the dig. Czar bumps it over. Free ball, however, for the Demons. Middle swing, Brooke Curtis blocked by Minot High, and then a good dig. Minot scrambling.
They are playing scrappy. It's good to see.
Roldson with the roll shot. Back over by Van Bibber. Set up Foster, dumps it again. Lundy. Emma Palmer. Kept alive again. Falcon goes to Lundy. Oh, and a miss hit.
There's a lot of really good defensive plays on that one. You know, shots that you're like, how did they get that? Or how did they get it over?
Foster with a short serve. Lundy. Yep.
Same spot again. She's got that down.
Minot High's looking to send this thing 5. Bismarck High was in cruise control in sets 1 and 2. Majettes are alive and well. Sanders, Lundy again. That one's blocked. Leah Walter keeps it alive. Roldson sets it up. Back row attack. Anderson. Ooh, hello.
Yep. Good choice. You know, Taylor's their go-to girl, and she put it down for them.
Yeah, you need a side out. Let's just find a way to get Taylor Anderson an attack.
That's right.
Peyton Foster serves it. Middle hit and in. Leah Walter towed the line and got it.
That was a good shot by her. You know, that set wasn't quite probably exactly how she wanted it, and it was a little bit, you know, below her shoulder, but she was able to get it over the net and in play, and then in a great spot to get the point.
16-10. Majettes get the serve from Duffner. Timpey. And what happened there?
I think the lines judge called it that when she hit the ball, it hit the antenna, so it's an automatic out.
Yep. Attack error for the Demons gives the point to Majettes. Back up by 7 is Minot High. Anderson, long.
This is a good rotation for Minot High. I feel like anytime Duffner's back there on the service line, she usually strings together a few of them.
Well, Uncle Mo has shifted to the Majettes from Minot High. After dropping the first 2 sets, now they find themselves up 8 here in set 3. Let's check that set 4. Lundy goes to the same spot, same result. Another kill for Avery Lundy.
Yep, and if I were her, I would do it until it doesn't work, because it's been working.
And you get another Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck, Hub International brings you this timeout. BNC Bank scoreboard, Minot 19, Bismarck 10. Minot looking to send this thing to set 5. We're back after this break on the PSP Network.
broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Well, we haven't mentioned our upcoming calendar here on the PSP Network as Mackenzie Duffner sends it long.
Yeah, good timeout by Bismarck High. It worked for him this time.
Thursday night, we got volleyball action, Williston at Minot. Friday night, back in the Magic City for Cheyenne at Minot football. Czar blocked. Back-to-back points for the Demons.
Great block there by Curtis. It's got to get them excited. They need to go with that.
Minot still by 7 here in set 4. MJC bumped up there by Lundy. Middle hit for Walter. Denied. Free ball and an overpass, and Taylor Anderson took advantage.
Both of those, Minot High and then Taylor's shot too. They both kind of had a lot of net action on that. Eventually it fell.
MJC puts it in play. Duffner. McLean got her done.
Minot's looking good. You can tell they're just like in a little bit more sync with each other. Their in system is good. That McLean's approach was awesome on that, and she was able to get it off the block.
Minot by 7. Lundy goes with the short serve, and it works. But somehow they call Minot's in the net, and it's going to be a point for the Demons. I think they got Zoe Czar in the net there, if I caught the numbers from the down judge.
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
Duffner with the overset. Anderson says, bring it back to me, and she rolls it down.
That was a great shot.
Now you get a Hub International Insurance timeout for the Majettes. 20-15, Minot High leads in set 3. Check that, set 4, but Bismarck leads 2-1. We're back with more of set 4 action after this break on the PSP Network.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Well, can the Demons close it out in 4? Or we're going to have a set 5 tonight from Carlgard Gymnasium in Bismarck. Brooke Curtis toes the service line. Sanders tipped over, and I don't know, Minot was a little out of sorts there, but they get a point.
Yeah, that the pass was tight to the net for Duffner to get, but she got it up. And then, I'm sorry, what 11 is Leah Walter.
Yep.
She did a great job of putting that in play because that wasn't easy.
Majettes by 6. Timpey cleaned up there by Duffner, who now bumps it over. Foster to Foster. Anderson came flying in there. I think that was actually MJC's ball. Now Zoe Czar got her done.
Yeah, that was I think that's the second time we've seen Bismarck High where they've had 2 hitters go up, and I'm glad nobody got hurt. Sometimes those can be scary.
Leah Walter puts it in play. Taylor Anderson, big time.
That's going to kill for the Demons, number 18, Taylor Anderson.
If this one ends up 25-20, Mackenzie.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
You're going to have to find that. Or no, never mind. I'm thinking of the song, but that's a different score.
We're already past that one.
You're right.
We're done with Johnny Horton for this set. Oh, there's a big hit. Nice swing for Zoe Czar. Puts Minot High up 23-16. Minot's kind of found a way to stay up by 5, by 6, by 7 this entire set.
Yeah, they've really kind of taken control of this one.
Falcon, careful, puts it over for the Demons. Czar kept alive by Bismarck High. Roldson now flat-footed attack. Sanders set up now for Czar. Got it.
That was a great option by Czar there. She's hit the ball really hard. She's done some roll shots, and a tip is a great choice for her as well.
24-16 on the official scoreboard here at Carl Gard Gymnasium. Says 20. There it is, 24-16. And a serve pro set point for Minot High. Roldson caroms it, has to be tipped across by the Demons. Minot High can close it out right here. Zoe Czar to the corner. Yep. Two sets apiece. Bismarck High won the first two. Minot High wins the last two. We'll have set 5 when we come back after this Premier Chiropractic set break. Drs. Kirk Masons, Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Stay tuned. Set 5 comes up after this break on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. High right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. High right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Well, this one's been fun.
Yeah, it really has. And I think it's only fitting that we went 5 games after our conversation in the pregame.
Yeah, absolutely. Our first 5-setter of the season, at least mine, the volleyball broadcast that we've done. I don't even think I had one last year, as a matter of fact, so this is uncharted territory.
Yeah.
Bismarck High will be serving it up. Demons, as mentioned, 10-7 on the season. Minot High, 6-9 on the season. This would be a signature win for the Majets.
Yeah, and they need to come out strong here. Actually, both teams. It's really important in the 5th game that you come out ready to play because it only goes to 15 points. And if you get down big in the 5th game, it's hard to come back.
Good action here as both teams had a block set up. Johnson Colbert goes to the tip. And Bismarck High strikes first. 1-0 on that BNC Bank scoreboard with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona. BNC Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Set up for Tempe, got it.
That was a great hit by her. That was a lot. She came in with a lot of power, and she was able to get through the block.
Nora Tempe delivers the goods there. And Bismarck High, just like you said, Mackenzie, with a quick start. Peyton Foster, dig by the libero Sanders. Back row flat foot attack for Zoe Czar. Set up for the middle. Brooke Curtis is down.
That was a pretty hit by Brooke Curtis there. Minot's got to really sit back here and get a side out quick.
Dumped over by Falcon. Back row attack, Taylor Anderson. Yes!
Yeah, I think that's a good call on the timeout there by Minot High. I'm impressed by how Bismarck High came out. It's not easy to win 2 games and then lose 2, and it's very important to come out and play hard, or to come out strong, and they have done that.
Yeah, they got a pep talk or something in that Bismarck Demon huddle, and they have come out swinging here in set 5. Bismarck leads 4-0, and we come back with more of set 4 after this break on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying.
Back in action here in set 5. Madison Foster sets it up. Nori Tempe, and it hit the antenna.
All right, this is a good opportunity for Minot High now to get in, get some good serves, and stay in the game.
Yeah, like you said, Mackenzie, I think it was a good time out there by Jesse Gortson. Obviously, Bismarck had scored 4 straight. Get a side out. Let's see if the Majets can answer. Mackenzie Duffner, dug out by MJC. Tempe into the net. 2 straight for the Majets. Set 5 from Carlgard Gymnasium tonight. Oh, that could be an ace. Yes, it's going to be.
Her serve is so good.
Just a 9th grader.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well. That's exciting.
Set by Foster. Middle hit. Oh, what a dig by Sanders. Tight to the net. Oh, and the overpass. Brooke Curtis didn't get the first one, but she got the second one.
Yep, she wasn't going to let that one go.
That one went straight down, vertically. Bismarck leads 5-3 in set 5. Morgan Johnson Colbert. Dig by Lundy, set by Duffner, swing by Lundy, got another one.
That was a good swing there. I'm happy to see that she's being aggressive. Sometimes, in these 5th sets, when you're down a little bit, it's easy to play it safe, but you got to stay aggressive.
High drama at Carlgard tonight. 5-4 in set 3. Brooke Curtis rips it. Oh, kept alive by Sanders, but a point to the Demons.
In for Minot, number 1, Reagan Terrell.
Short serve and a good serve there by Peyton Foster. McLean does get it over from the Majets. Taylor Anderson, Minot High gets a piece of that. Duffner goes to Czar, tip, over, and a point.
Oh, Bismarck High was in the net.
I think the other thing that's happened is that JV squad over there for the Minot Majets has been engaged. They've actually, I think, fired up the varsity a little bit.
I would have to agree with that. They are really getting into it, and it's good to see.
Taylor Anderson misfires, and we're tied at 6. It's a good answer for the Majets. They were down 4-love. They fought back to a tie. Peyton Foster, careful, into the net.
I think that was just a miss hit by her. The set looked pretty good to me.
Rhea Rude is going to come on for Bismarck High. I think you send a sub in there. It's just one of those things that's kind of like a timeout.
Yep.
Pause
the game a little bit.
Leah Walter, an overpass. Oh, it's in. Minot High, it was over the net. They had a free ball, but they thought it was out, and it actually tickled the line.
Yeah, like I said, those lines judges are earning their pay tonight.
Yeah, indeed. 7-7 here in set 3. Emmy Lawson comes in to serve. Oh! And the ace.
That's a huge ace there by her. She comes in off the bench, gets an ace to put it 8-7. Now she's, they're over the hump to 15.
She'll serve it up again. Zoe Czar, dug out by Foster. Peyton Foster sets. Anderson.
Oh.
It was tipped. Bismarck High has stacked a couple here. It's 9-7. Emmy Lawson tickled the net on that one. Back row attack is long for Reagan Terrell.
All right, Minot High, it's important for them to get a good pass here. They need a side out.
Demons on top, 10-7. Pass to Duffner. McLean. And you get Bismarck High in the net. Bismarck High in the net. Falcon, Lawson digs it. Foster sets it. Anderson. Oh, what a dig. Diving one-hander for Grace Sanders. Now another play by Careful, but Foster couldn't keep it alive. Minot High comes right back. And you get a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. 10-9. Bismarck High on top in the deciding set 5. We're tied 2 sets apiece. We'll break. We'll come back with the finish after this timeout on the PSP Network.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Uh, 10-9, Bismarck High calls that timeout. Brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Demons lead by 1. Demons looking for a side out. Minot High looking to tie this baby up. Set in the middle attack for Bismarck High. Tipped over. Kept alive. Now here comes Taylor Anderson. Off the block, ricochets a couple times, and that's a point.
That was a good job there by Bismarck High to, make that timeout effective.
11-9 Demons. Anderson has gone away from the jump serve, but still got a lot of velocity on that one as Czar tips it, kept alive. Set up by Falcon. Now here's Zoe Czar, roll shot. Oh, what a
Nice
dig by
dig.
Anderson. Free ball though for the D. Oh, Minot High almost had that go off the hands of Palmer. Now Anderson in. Was that Johnson Colbert or was that actually Anderson? Did I miss?
I think it was Johnson.
Oh, Johnson Colbert? Okay, my bad. Johnson Colbert with the big kill makes it 12-9 Bismarck, and Minot High wants timeout. One final break here, 12-9. Demons closing in on a set 5 win, and they'll take this one potentially 3-2, but can the Magi mount a comeback? We'll find out after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers Warehouse Company knows how to safely move your family to their new residence by paying close attention to every detail. The folks at Jobbers Warehouse Company engage in an ongoing communication throughout the process to help the big picture in sight and make sure that no element is left unnoticed. Visit jobberswarehouse.com and let Jobbers Moving and Storage and Allied Van Lines make your move a smooth one. Head to jobberswarehouse.com today. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot.
Ooh, Minot High. We were in a commercial and Minot High dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Serve went just long, and the Magi get a point. Tipped over there by Rude, kept alive by Falcon, pushed over by Lundy. Set up by Lawson, back row attack, Anderson, blocked and in!
That was a hard hit, and Van Bibber, that was a huge block for them, and huge as in huge for the game, and it went back to the backcourt.
And everybody was in the forward side of the court for the Demons. Nobody home. Zoe Czar, digged by Anderson. Set up for Johnson Colbert. Cleaned up by Sanders. Set for Lundy, rolls it. Nice dig again by Anderson. Johnson Colbert, MJC down the line. What a dig by Sanders. Lundy, flat-footed, pushes it wide.
That's too bad on that one. That was a great dig by Sanders, and it's a key part of the game, but she needs to not let that get to her. Just get back in the game, continue being aggressive.
13-11, Demons on top by 2. Can the Magi get a side out? Yep.
Yes, they can.
Lundy's had a lot of kills tonight, and some of them have been on high-rising attacks. Other ones have just been with good placement.
Yep.
Oh, a tip off the net by Sanders. Set up for MJC, goes to the cut shot. Dumped over. And an overpass, jousted. Walters got a hand on it. Tipped over again by Lundy. Set up now for MJC. Cleaned up by Czar. Set up for Lundy. Blocked and out. Tools the block, and we're tied.
What a rally. That was a lot of action in that one.
13-13. And a timeout. Stay right here as this is too good to take any breaks. As tonight's game brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Vote for the Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store located on Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. You can call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com today to get started with a free virtual consultation. Prestwich Orthodontics. And last but not least, tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game. They've been doing it for over 25 years. Find them online at northern-plains.com. All right, 13-13 in set 5. Bismarck High won the first two. Minot won sets 3 and 4. And Grace Sanders has the serve out of that Hub International Insurance timeout. Anderson with the dig, Foster with the set, middle swing, Curtis. There's a side out.
Again, I think Bismarck's been pretty good in this game. They take a timeout, and it's been effective. They come back, and they get the point.
Now you get a serve pro match point. Peyton Foster will serve it up. Dig by Czar. And now Czar just has to push it back row. Bismarck High with a chance. And it goes out. Leah Walter couldn't control it. And Minot High with a valiant effort, but Bismarck High wins this one 15-13 in set 5. What a dandy.
That's as close as it can get. Got to win by 2. It goes to 15.
Take a timeout, and our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show comes up after this break. Bismarck High wins it 3-2, your final in set 3. Bismarck 15, Minot 13 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Post-game show is next on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math.
All the extras. It's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Less expensive than my time.
All right, we're back at our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisor postgame. Coach, a 5-setter, back-to-back ones for the Demons. I guess what was the difference tonight? Not able to maybe get the job done the other night against Jamestown.
We started communicating more on the court in the last set, and they believed in each other, and we threw kids in there that showed up for us.
You know, I was just going to ask you that. You know, you saw both the Rudes get in there late. You saw Emmy Lawson with some nice plays. What was kind of the mindset there of kind of getting some new kids on the court, maybe even in their first appearance in set 5?
Yep, we just needed something different. What we were doing wasn't working. We were getting frustrated, so we needed to put the kids that had the energy on the bench in the court to find that for us.
You know, sometimes a 5-set loss can bring you down, but now you come on the other side, so now it's going to kind of maybe give you some momentum.
Hopefully. We talked a lot about we need to find our groove, we need to find our communication. We're a young team, and we just need to find what clicks for us.
Nice win tonight.
Thank you.
See, that was pretty good, right? Yes, I do. That's Brianna Klein, the fourth-year head coach for the Bismarck Demons, and let's bring in Taylor Anderson here. As Taylor, I tell you what, nice game tonight. What changed? I mean, sets 3 and 4 didn't go your way, and there must have been a pep talk or something. What changed in set 4 or set 5? Excuse me.
I think we just kind of found our fight. You know, we didn't want to lose the second home game in a row. You know, with our loss to Jamestown last week, so we just kind of found our fight to protect our home court.
Yeah, what is it? The Cardiac Kids? I guess you go 5 sets every match now. It seems like.
I guess so. This is the first time I played a 5-set match since my freshman year, so it's a little different mentally and physically, but I think we do well with fighting through it.
You know, we have so much fun watching you do your thing and get the attacks and the big swings. How much confidence does it give you when your team starts calling your number, like even for some of those back row attacks?
I think it just gives me the confidence to kind of put myself out there as a leader and be the vocal person on the court, just kind of telling people, you know, not what to do, that sounds bad. Just telling people, kind of talking to them to give them confidence also.
Sure thing. I asked Coach Klein this last question for you. You know, you lose a 5-0 the other night, and that's kind of like a gut punch, right? But then you win one now, and that's kind of like a momentum builder. How does this impact you guys going forward?
I think it just proves to us that we can really fight for it. You know, we have goals at the end of the season that we want to achieve, and we need to carry this fight over for all of our games, all of our sets to achieve those.
Great job tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Taylor Anderson, the kill leader tonight for the Bismarck Demons, and she had her fingerprints all over this one. We'll come back with more of our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame after this timeout.
Looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession? Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Bismarck High wins 15-13 in set 5 to win this one 3-2. Bismarck High wins sets 1 and 2 with identical scores, 25-20. Minot wins set 3, 25-20. Minot wins set 4, 25-16. And Bismarck, it's not easy to do, Mackenzie. You talked about it in the broadcast. You win the first 2, you lose the second 2. It's hard to right the ship in set 5.
It really is. You know, like we've always talked about, volleyball is such a game of momentum, and Bismarck had the momentum in the first 2 games, kind of. I mean, we kind of talked about how both teams seemed like they weren't quite playing to the top of their potential, but then Minot High really came back in 3 and 4, and they had a lot of momentum. And for Bismarck High to come back out and start really strong, Coach Klein said, they just talked to each other and, told each other we can do this, and they really did come out with confidence in each other.
Well, and we didn't mention it during the broadcast, but I found myself a couple times like, holy crap, Jordan Rude's in there, the freshman, and Rhea Rude's in there, the junior, and Emmy Lawson, the junior, is in there, and hey, that takes guts as a coach in set 5 to go with something different. But it also takes a lot of gumption and courage, I think, to realize that, hey, what we were doing in sets 3 and 4, it worked great in 1 and 2, but it wasn't working, so we're going to come with maybe a different set of troops here, and it worked out in spades, I guess, for Bismarck High tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's such a sign of a great team, for somebody to come in off of the bench and the team to support them and be like, all right, let's try this, let's do this, you can do this. And I like that. I mean, I think that's awesome that she has the confidence in her bench to go in there, switch it up a little bit, and the confidence in her starters too to be able to support them.
Yeah, and to, hey, we're not hurting anybody's feelings here. We're trying to get a W.
Exactly. Yep, we're all on the same team.
Yeah, exactly. All right, fans, hey, we're back in our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. No, I was saying you can take off if you want. There's nothing for you to shoot, man, so you can yeah, there you go. All right, I just gave our camera operator, Luke Domrys, the rest of the night off, so he didn't take long for him to exit stage left. As our postgame also brought to you tonight by Shots Crossroads. Gets filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Next action for these two teams, Bismarck High will be in action Saturday at Turtle Mountain. Next action for Minot High is our next PSP network broadcast on Thursday night. Williston at Minot. You'll hear and watch that one on the PSP network. Then, of course, our PSP schedule includes football on Friday night, Cheyenne at Minot on Friday night, September 30th. All right, a couple things to take care of here in a post-game. First off, it's our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. They bring you the MVP of this matchup, home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing makes you feel like the MVP like that experience at Sport Clips tonight. Sport Clips MVP is?
Taylor Anderson.
You said it so quietly, like it was like everybody knew it already.
Well, I think they did.
Yeah.
She played well for Bismarck High tonight. She was a great leader on the court. And one thing I noticed, too, and I was impressed with is, she is very powerful from the service line on her jump serve. But those weren't really going for her tonight. And she, scaled it back, and she stayed on her feet. But she also, on her feet, that's an incredible serve as well. Yeah. That, she did what was best for the team, keep it in play. And then, at the net, she's your go-to.
Yeah. We don't have the final numbers, but she had to be 20-plus kills tonight.
Yeah, I would guess.
In a five-setter, I'm thinking that she was easily into the 20s tonight. So congratulations, Taylor. And a fantastic post-game interview as well.
Yeah, she did really well.
I
was very impressed.
She knocked that thing out of the park. Player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Volleyball action for us next week. We'll have Century at Minot as well, by the way. That's a October 4th game. All right, last but not least, it's our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Well, Bismarck High was in cruise control in sets 1 and 2, and they closed out set 2 with our play of the game, or our move of the game.
Yeah, I had written down here on my notes there was a huge block by Taylor and Brooke Curtis on the outside there, and it went straight down. That ended game 2. That gave them. It was exciting. It was a great block. And
hey, you finish a set like that with a block. You're leading 2 sets to none. And we kind of looked at each other like, this one's over. It's going 3, and we're going to be out of here in a few minutes. And you got to tip the cap tonight to the Minot Jets and the way they rallied in set 3 and set 4. We kind of said they're lacking a little enthusiasm, and they found it, and they were right there in sets 3, 4, and 5.
They sure did. They brought it in 3, 4, like you said, 3, 4, and 5. That was an exciting game. I think they need to bottle up 3, 4, and 5 for them, and take that with them because they played great.
Now there's your move of the game: the tag team block by Brooke Curtis and Taylor Anderson. The vertical straight down block to win set 2 is your Jobbers move of the game, where they focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big pictures. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. All right, that'll put a wrap on our broadcast tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, BNC National Bank. Shields is our pregame sponsor. Our timeouts brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Your Serve Pro sets and match points tonight. Brought to you by Serve Pro, as always. Your intermissions between sets brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Thanks to Planning Team, Financial Advisors, and Shots Crossroads for bringing you our post-game. And within that post-game, your Sport Clips Player of the Game and your Jobbers Move of the Game. Thanks to one and all. They do indeed make all of our PSP network broadcasts possible. Hey, nice job, Mackenzie. That was fun. A 5-setter for us tonight.
That was a lot of fun. I kind of missed last week. We didn't have a game.
Yeah.
I really missed watching some volleyball.
We kind of get into a rhythm, and then we took a week off, and we'll have another week off now. We'll be back with some more Bismarck action very shortly here, as you can always go to psp.network and find our upcoming schedule as well. All right, that puts a wrap on it tonight. Big thanks to our executive producer, Nick Hallberg tonight, our camera operator, Luke Domries. For my partner, Mackenzie Quittis, I'm Todd Domries, repeating your final score. Set 5 goes to Bismarck High, 15-13, and they win this one 3-2 over the Minot Majets tonight. Thanks for joining us, fans, and until next time, so long from Carl Gard Gymnasium in the capital city of Bismarck.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.